Logi, we have started. Good morning, guys. Sorry, actually, today we got a bit late because there was some technical hitch in the program. We are very sorry for that. Good morning. I am Sarabjit Singh Puri, and I am representing Light Alumni Association here to have a live videos here. Today we are having two eminent personalities from Slide. One is Raminder Singh ji, and second is Gursewak Singh, and both of them have achieved great places in their lives. I would congratulate both of them for coming here and thank you both of them for coming here. So today we will be talking about how after working some years in the job, you can become an entrepreneur and what are the problems, what a person faces. All these things we are going to talk to engineer Gursewak Singh ji, who has really done that and who has been successfully doing it for the last many years. I would request first Raminder ji to introduce himself. Raminder ji, please.
Good morning, good evening, everyone, wherever you are across the globe. I'm Raminder. I'm passed out of GWT 96 batch. Uh, Currently, I'm working as principal technology architect at Infosys office, Chandigarh, IT Park, uh, and I am living at Panchkula city.
Great. Yes, now we will ask Gursewak ji to introduce himself first, then we'll start his presentation.
Very good morning to everybody. As they told that my name is Singh Uppal, and I did my graduation in mechanical engineering, uh, अपना specialization in welding technology, and I was fortunate to get selected in a campus at Indian Acrylics Limited. I did job for say 8 years, and my last job was with the Jubilant Organization Limited, and my domain during job was this mechanical maintenance and utilities. And if we directly come to the topic for which we have say gathered today, so, so I would say I was really loving my job. I made fabulous friends across the ranks, and those friends are in touch with me till now. And one more thing I wish to admit very frankly, that I was an average in academics, but I was good at job. Means, uh, say I had my genuine share of say appreciations. I had my genuine share of my promotions and increments. And for 1 year, I was awarded as you say employee of the year also. So it was my decision to shift to entrepreneurship. It has nothing to do with, some people say that if you don't like your job, then you can shift to say doing business. So I would say कि I was say fully trusted across all ranks. My team was very supportive, and I was very happy doing my job also. But uh, then why did we, मतलब what prompted me to take these decisions? So I would directly go to my PPTs. So my presentation is very simple. It is uh, very make a simple language I've used, and I have designed my PPT in say 5 parts. First part is my job part, and also it constitutes the time phase. How do I took that decision to quit my job and start my entrepreneurial journey? And the second, third, and fourth part would be my say 0 to 5 years of my entrepreneurship, then 5 to 10, then 10 to 15, and after that, my last part would be, I would like to share what mistakes I have done, and I wish that if anybody wish to join say entrepreneurship, he or she should not do the same mistakes. And from say this experience of more than 50 years, I have some learnings that I wish to share with new entrepreneurs who uh, who are the people, means what sort of mindset I used to be when I took my say this decision. So I've discussed that I was very happy doing my job, and because my job was in petrochemicals plant, so I my role was always of an allied, say, service provider. I was not into say production. I was to look after plant and maintenance, and I have to keep up the plant and machinery that is to be used for the production people. Now this slide is will describe why do I change. So I had, after doing a job for say 8 years, so I was very comfortable doing my job, and I was, means, uh, the the profile or the work area that I was looking after at Jubilant. So that area was to be retained with me for next say 7 to 8 years also. I would have been say promoted from senior engineer to assistant manager. I was there. So from assistant manager to senior manager, I was to look after same area. But after learning and doing job for 8 years, I had a strong desire to create to create something, and that desire was was very dominant on Sundays or any holidays. And when you are in say big company, you have very less scope for experimentation, and if you wish to create something, you have to do experimentation. And also I sometimes feel that I need to seek permission from my seniors for say things that I consider would surely benefit the organization. And one, my personal reason was also there, that my father has moved from village to Chandigarh for the betterment of his life. Now I was taking my my wife and my kid to a remote area, because petrochemical and the chemical plants would have, means, my job would have to be in remote areas only. So there was a sort of say small guilt also hidden beneath the layers of my heart, that I should move to a city. So these were the few factors. These factors can be uh, these are personal factors, है ना? So these are my factors. This is my story. These are my factors. Then
So, so Gursewak ji, sorry to disturb here.
yes, yes,
Uh, so you said that you spent 8 years of time in the job before actually moving towards the entrepreneurship journey. So, uh, so what was like? Was it to start your own work? That feeling or that desire starts in the later years, like after 5 or 6, or it was from the day one or the starting of your career?
no. What I recall is that this kind of feeling I had. Uh, say after 5 years, but a friend of but a school friend of mine, he showed me his slam book. Over there I have written that I'll own a factory. So so it was something hidden beneath my heart, that was say buried beneath the layers of our responsibilities, beneath the layers of our job perks and salaries. So it's a very good question. It was there in my mind from childhood, but I was not remembering that.
It was unconscious mind.
it was
Unconscious mind,
it
yes.
was
Unconscious
conscious.
mind.
Yes, it
Yes.
was
So
conscious while I was writing his slam book, but I had forgotten this.
no,
So
no, it is not like that. It is always a subconscious mind which forces you to write the things which it is in there in
yes,
inside. That is why the great people always suggest you to write down your goals and write down whatever is in there in your mind. And many people say whenever you are in meditation, after meditation, you normally write down. So the many thoughts automatically come out which are in the subconscious mind. So it helps you to
Okay.
grow. Yes,
great,
Gursevaki, it
great.
is one
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
examples. Great.
Yes.
yeah. Please
So
continue, Gursewak ji.
how did I took this decision? So you see, we own a house in Chandigarh. My father was posted in Delhi, and my elder sister was also married in Delhi, and my younger sister was married in say Gurgaon, and my younger brother, who is also mechanical engineer, he was doing job in this Volvo Eicher. commercial vehicles in MP. So our whole family was scattered, and the house at Chandigarh was locked. So how it happened? We whole family met at a function in Chandigarh, in Delhi. Sorry. So it was a marriage function. So I discussed with my brother, or I shared my desire here. I wish to start my on my own, and he quickly resonated with what I was saying. He said, I was just thinking about this thing only, but I was not making it into words. So during that day only, the decision was taken that yes, we will start on our own, but uh, say that a timeline or some planning was to be done. And after, say, one day we all, say, parted our ways. So we used to discuss during Sundays. At that time, mobile phone call was also costly, so we used to have a written communication. We keep पूछना एक दूसरे को. So during say 2 weeks or 3 weeks, say discussions, it was decided that we'll have 1 year of transition period in which my younger brother Sukhvinder will quit the job and will start in Chandigarh. And why he will quit and not me? Because he was bachelor at that time. I was married and was having a kid. My salary was more than him. I could have supported him financially. So it was decided that he will quit. I will support him in case we want to revert back. We have a safe landing base, and that's me. So my brother quitted his Aisha job, and we started in 2006. And uh, say a rough draft was made that what we are to do when we start our factory. So at that time, this Baddi area was very say fast developing, and the government was giving some subsidies for this uh, Himachal states. So very say FMCG or many companies were moving here. So we had the target that we'll start with jigs and fixtures and give automation solutions to the companies, and later we'll find a way to create import substitutes. The things that our people are importing from outside, we'll try to give those substitutes. and
So,
and you see, one very interesting thing is that when my brother put down his papers, and when my dad when my dad came to know that Mr. Sukhvinder Singh is going to quit his job, he called me. "ये जरा आओ करिए गल करनी जरूरी." So I went there, and he advised me to counsel my younger brother so that he should so that he should not quit his job. So I told him कि after 1 year I am also going to quit. He ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਿਲੀ ਭਗਤ ਹੈ, ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਪੈਸੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ, ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਵਾਨੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਣੀ. My mother was very happy. My mother didn't knew anything what we were doing, what I was going to do. She was happy to be together with the family. She was happy uh, to meet my granddaughter and with me and my younger brother. After say she was expecting कि 1.5 साल के बाद ਆਪਾਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਾਂਗੇ. And she said कि मैं भी ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ ਹੀ ਆ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਤੇ and your dad can take care of himself. So my mother was very happy. So after that, he quitted and he started his company by the name Priority Solutions. So our initial years were really, I would say, very energetic. We were always on our toes, and it was really a test of our mental toughness. I would rather say physical था चलो कोई गल नहीं. And it was one thing was say very good happened. The expertise what Sukhvinder was having and what I was having, that was entirely different. He was an expert in say toolings, machining activity, uh, say die and punch activity, and I was a little bit good in hydraulics and pneumatics and some basic calculations कि force लगनी है, ये अपन press करना है like this. So we had a very good combination. He would say create a die and punch, and he would make a tool, and I would give him motion to a tool. So we had an say small complete package to offer our customers. And uh, for first year, I would like to tell you people that our first year sales with all GMRK efforts, our first year sales were lesser than my annual package of my salary. And this is total sales. This includes my input cost. This includes say salaries. This includes the fuel expenses of my car. Everything output of my sales was lesser than my annual package at Jubilant. And we had say planned कि we have this much of saving. So without orders also we can say run our enterprise for 1 year. And very important fact, very important thing I want to mention here is that we exhausted all our expenses in less than 6 months. There are many hidden expenses that we do not say take into consideration, but by the end of 6 months, जेबां खाली सी, account खाली सी. One good thing happened. Uh, my wife, seeing the mischievous activities of me and my brother, she started applying for a job. ये ना तो कुछ पता नहीं, रोटी का जुगाड़ करो. She applied for, she got a job in अपना this Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan for 6 to 8 months she did, and after that she got a regular job as a government teacher, and our kitchen cost was set now. House was there for father with us, and our kitchen cost was also set. And during these initial years, we have means we have worked for almost all the companies in Biddi. You home appliances company, you name a company, Philips, Murphy Richards, Bajaj, Sujata, Bosch, Preeti, Landisgear, Allen, all were our say customers. And but these customers were built across a time frame, not in first year. They they become our customers in say 3 to 4 to 5 years, and then we were doing our say machining activity. And
Gursewak ji, want to stop you here. There is a very good suggestion कि थोड़ा थोड़ा ਵਿੱਚ Hindi, Punjabi, English mix चला दांगे, so that everybody, there are a lot of people. We are enjoying this session, so let some Hindi, Punjabi also come in.
You have made my job easy. Thank you.
So, okay. So Gursewak ji, I would like to summarize the things here. So you are saying a calculated risk to go into the entrepreneur journey, to sit with your family, talk to somebody who knows your kind of a work you are going to do, something similar skills like you got it from your brother, some calculated a discussion and a plan to go into that is very much required, as well as the support of the family, so that in the initial years your full energy, your full focus is towards the job, to set up and to face the challenges, and wherever the family will support you in those actually initial struggling years. So I would like to summarize the people here so that they noted down the key takeaway from your inputs.
And one more important thing which Raminder you have not mentioned is the it is the grit, the wittiness, the energy, to have a passion, and that is the most important thing. When there is a passion, कुछ करन, if you want to do something, कुछ करना हो ना आपने और एनर्जी में करना हो, तो होता क्या है कि वो जैसे बोलते हैं कि पूरी कायनात आपके साथ आके खड़ी हो जाती है. So I would say, Gursewak, this is what happened because your wife got job because of that reason only. Because all the कायनात wanted कि ये बंदा ना बिजनेसमैन बनना चाहिए और इधर इसको रोटी नहीं मिली तो बिजनेस नहीं बनेगा, वापस जॉब में चला जाएगा. So that happened actually.
एक्चुअली की है कि उदों मेरा विआह होया सी नवां-नवां, ਤਾਂ ਵਿਚਾਰੀ ਨੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕੁਝ ਤਾਂ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਜੁਗਾੜ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਣਾ, ਇਹਦਾ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ।
Right, that's what I mean to
ਹੈ
say.
ਨਾ?
ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ
So
problems ਤੁਸੀਂ solve ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਨਾ, that was really and it is not like that you solved it, it happened. It happens
Yes.
when you have when you have something in your mind na, the plans automatically get set. So you try to do it rationally, you try to do it calculations, but the calculations wither away when you actually enter into a business. I being an entrepreneur can understand what you are trying to say. Of course ਸਾਰੀਆਂ plans ਰਸਤੇ shatter ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕੀ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਏਗਾ. And
Yes.
I would tell one thing: being an entrepreneur is the bravest thing in this world. It's very tough.
नहीं मैं नहीं मानता एक्चुअली। one thing is very clear कि whatsoever I am telling you people, this may look very straight, but this much
It is
success
not.
that I have achieved, it is not straight. It is very haphazard, very very patchy. It is very during first say 3 to 5 years, you need to fall and get up not once but many times. You are killed many times and you are alive that many times. ये कल पक्की है, कोई आके भी डायलॉग बाजी कोई नहीं है, ठीक है ना? So continuing with the presentation, so we were doing we had customers at Baddi, we had customers at local, and we have a DRDO lab at Ramgarh, and that lab is say specialization in their balastics. So we had some small activity with them also. So what happened? What was the turning point that we got a line, a domain to exercise our expertise or put our efforts into that? So turning point was, if you people remember, in 2009, in 2008 rather, there was an IPS officer. His name was Hemant Karkare. He was killed in Mumbai attacks. It was year 2008, and month was last month. It was maybe October or November.
In November.
November. So that
26.
so that news become, say, talk of the town, and it was highlighted to the top level of Home Ministry as the officer was wearing a bulletproof jacket when he was killed. So a high level committee was made by Home Affairs, and this Central Forensic Science Lab was given a job to set up a ballistic testing laboratory within India, so that all the bulletproof jackets, helmets, and those metal panels that we use in our vehicles are to be tested physically before procuring. So earlier, what they used to do was, it was a, say, chemical composition list. AA hai, and this is a hardness. So that paper or that documentation was sufficient if you are L1 and that material was being procured. So Central Forensic Science Lab, because it is under this Ministry of Home Affairs, they approached DRDO Lab of Ballistics. Okay, you are expert in ballistics, so we want your expertise to say develop a lab where we can test these bulletproof jackets and helmets and all such materials. So with the grace of God, the scientist to whom they met, he referred our number. Ki there are two brothers, they are very energetic and they can do something for you, and they have time also. So CFSL team joined us. तो भुक्खियां नूं होर की चाहिदा है, ठीक है ना? So they approached us, they said कि we want such and such thing and we are so people. अच्छा, लाल बत्ती वाली गड्डी चाहे. Then they have everything verbally. No standard was there, and we said that some drawings or some say photographs or some prototype if you have. They said कि this standard we don't have in India, so say follow US standards, NIJ standard. We downloaded the NIJ standard, we read that standard, and then we offered them a technical proposal. So technical proposal, we have all the drawings made. This material we use. Now the officials of Ministry of Home Affairs don't know how to read a drawing. They said इतना संस्था मतलब मॉडल लेके दिखाओ, बना के दिखाओ. And we say कि भी तुसी पहले approve करो, ਸਾਨੂੰ purchase order दो. After that we'll make. Then we decided कि we'll make a 3D model out of these drawings. Then we'll show you. If you approve, then we'll manufacture for you. So me and Sukhinder came back, spent 7-8 more days, make say 3D models, and they said कि हाँ हुन ठीक है, ऐदां दा ही बना दो. और we got an order to develop first ballistic testing lab for India.
Wow.
That's a great thing, Gursewak. It was really, really wonderful. It is something extremely and fantastic thing which you guys have done for the country also. It is not only for the business, but the country.
We are very proud to hear that.
Right hand side picture, if you see, this is the picture of the latest model of our mobile firing rest table, where you can mount from pistol to up to 9 millimeter caliber your rifle. You can fire from remotely. You will get to know the trigger pull of your this weapon. You will know the recoil forces with respect to time graph out of this setup. You will got to know the velocity of the bullet, the muzzle velocity of the bullet that has been fired from this. And you see, we installed this lab at Central Forensic Science Lab, and after that we have replicated 15 such labs across pan India, whether it is say state some laboratory or it is a ordnance factory of the central government. So you see, we had established lab in rifle factory Ichhapur, ordnance factory Kanpur, CFSL से झारखंड, शिमला, झांसी, लखनऊ, 15 ਅਸੀਂ replicate कर दिए, and we earned a good amount of money out of that.
Great.
Now, yes. Now, when you go to an ordnance factory, you don't go there and you give your equipment and to come back. You talk to say engineers and scientists over there. Now, with time, we have graduated to supply grenade launchers rigs to ordnance factories. So last week only, Sukhinder was at this Badmal factory, where we have given launchers for 60 some say 4 launchers, and 2 for this Russian rifle named 2A42, something like this. So now we are doing some other work also. And you see, when this ballistic testing equipment or what we wear, this jacket or helmets, whose standard was made, it is named IS 17051-2018. When it was published, then all the pictures in this standard that they have included are the pictures of our equipment. And let me tell you more, they send us a rough draft before publishing this standard. We देख लो कुछ रहता नहीं क्या. So I consider कि at least in say this domain, I consider myself to be a pioneer. So
Great.
this is how we got our first domain or first line where we can tell somebody कि what we do.
Great.
So
this is something fantastic, Gursewak. I believe in every entrepreneur's life, this kind of turning point comes because this is called a latent heat, I would say. After some time, when the boiling point comes, and that is the turning point when you become water vapors or a steam from the water and you become powerful, And that turning point is the point where when you have to grab the opportunity. And this is what you have done. And now you are slowly taking steps to the next level in order to become an expert, as not only pioneer, but an expert in a particular domain. And that is something which I would like to suggest to all the entrepreneurs, that selecting a niche and focusing on that particular niche will certainly make you successful instead of being a generalized, businessman. It is always a niche which actually helps you to create your name and a success in a particular domain. Yes, good to say.
So it was not anticipated. It came on our way, and we grabbed it, and we grabbed it like anything. आपका कुछ छड्डे नहीं जो ने आख्या ना वो मतलब we had made few equipments which we have to discard totally because instructions what these people were giving us were all verbal. Those bureaucrats were not able to read a drawing what they want, something like this, something like that. So but now we have a range first developed, and now we have encashed those efforts also very well. Now this was my journey, how I say entered and what I did in the market or in my
Ankur is
product
very
line.
excited. Gursewak, Ankur
Yeah.
Chhabria is very excited. He is writing again and again. He's saying, "Great job done, brothers Gursewak."
Actually, these people are my friends. They'll say always good about me. They will always motivate me. I may be telling anything over here. They will say, "Great, Gusev, great."
Yeah.
so,
Okay.
so now I want to
It's not
shift our
like that,
focus.
Gursewak. There is one more guy from Trends Capture. He says, "I am looking for this kind of story so that I can take the motivation from this and start my own." So
Great.
there are
Very
people
thank
who
you,
are writing
thank
a
you,
lot
thank
of things. There is one more guy who's writing, Rahul Kumar. Rahul, you have to be courageous enough to change your career from a good job to business. Great to
Mm.
listen, Mr. Gursewak.
Mr. Gursewak.
So people are enjoying your talk, and Gursewak, this is something really fantastic. And
Thanks,
carry on.
thank you, thank you very much. So now I wish to shift our focus from these say theoretical parts about how I did and why I did. Now I want to show you the pictures of my factory. What, how did my factory look in the first 5 years, and how did it look now? So it will give a real time. You see, the motive of this presentation is not to teach something to anybody. It is to give a feeling of how how do you feel to be an entrepreneur and how the journey is like. So next slide
Yes.
will show you how my factory used to look during the first say 3 or 5 years.
There are few comments before you start the things. Which year you have passed out? Alok Gupta want to know. Sarita says how to manage funds for starting the new. A lot of questions. Sarita, we will answer all the questions. Let us see his video first.
Video I was not able to
Okay,
run. I
no
don't know
problems.
why.
No
You can
problem.
start
Okay.
your
So
picture.
this is my first factory picture. Raminder has visited it. So on the left hand side is a room of say 250 to 300 square feet maximum area. It was made beneath uh, a staircase, and I don't suppose it was a regular structure. It say comply the bylaws of industry. So two lathes you can see, one milling machine side also you can see, one pedestal grinder, one hand drilling machine. So this was my first factory after leaving a job from Jubilant Organizers Limited, the position of assistant manager. And the right side, one turbaned man is an ex Eicher Volvo assistant manager or maybe manager. So he is uh, inspecting a base of a die block. And at that time, we had two employees. One is Pradeep Kumar and Ompal. Still, we have these two guys. So we have this staff: two people, not two people, four people, two technicians and two owners plus plus technicians plus PNs plus MDs. Everything we we two people had all roles. But we used to visit our factory in a car. ठीक है जी. So this is the
Car
picture
of
of the
car of your father.
car of my father. Yes, yes, Centro. Car by Bharat. Fuel we used to say had our on our own. So
Only petrol was used.
yeah,
No, no, it looks great, Gursewak ji. In the initial year, when you have to start, you have to be like wear different hats, different kind of responsibilities, different kind of contributions. And the best thing which I really liked, you are saying that these two people are still with you. So
yes.
that also speaks about the great mentorship and the relationships you need to maintain with your initial workforce.
No, you pay them at par with the market, and you respect them as a human being. They
Yes,
Nobody will leave you. Now
You
I
take
wish
care of
to
them, they will take care of you. That
yes,
is the point.
yes,
definitely, definitely. I wish
yes.
to spend some more time at this slide because this slide is very, very uh, say near to
Close
my
to
heart.
your
I
heart.
Yes,
Yes.
I had to dig a lot into my computer and into say my mobile, and I happen to say get only these two pictures. है ना? So you see, this is my factory on the left hand side, and Raminder and Vikas Jand used to visit me. Raminder was
There
working
is
with
one more person who is saying, Anu Gupta says, I have seen the factory at initial stage and these guys have taken the decisions and made it right, like the legend Mr. Ratan Tata saying. So people are following you from the last many years, Gursewak ji.
I could
Yes.
not recall Mr. Gupta, but definitely I would like to be in touch with him. Eh. So you see,
It is
I
Vishal Mahajan.
अच्छा ये तो अपने दोस्ती है ये सारे यार मित्र हैं अपने
Okay. He's Vishal Mahajan who says,
ओके ओके
I think he might have been visiting your
वेलकम
office.
वेलकम वेलकम विशाल थैंक्स थैंक्स अच्छा you see के we both brothers own this factory and when Raminder and Vikas Jand used to visit us. Raminder was working with Infosys, and Vikas Jand was say manager or say senior manager with Philips,
Philips.
top brands of our Tri City. Okay, if you don't have, if you don't feel ashamed of showing this kind of factory to your friends who are at a very good jobs, then I suppose that you have a temperament to be an entrepreneur. Take my first
Absolutely.
nugget. Take my first
Great.
golden nugget. ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਜੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਦੋਸਤ ਇੱਥੇ ਵਿਜ਼ਿਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਬਿਠਾ ਕੇ ਚਾਹ ਪਿਲਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਜਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਥੋੜੀ ਦੇਰ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਕੋਲਡ ਡਰਿੰਕ ਤੇ ਸਮੋਸੇ ਖਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਸ਼ਰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ then you are a entrepreneurial stuff ਠੀਕ ਹੈ
From the spirit. Yeah.
from the
From
spirit
spirit.
ਹਾਂ
Yes.
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੇਰਾ 골ਡਨ ਨਗਟ ਚੱਕੋ ਤੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਚਲੀਏ ਆਪਾਂ
Great, great.
but
Yeah.
sorry for the poor quality of the pictures because these
The
pictures were not
Gursewak, this
clicked.
is
No, no, no.
Yes,
It's
no, no,
not
these
about the
Gursewak,
pictures
this is
quality. It's not
these
about the
pictures were
quality.
never
It's about
clicked
the
to be
energy and the
yes.
passion. It's about the
Uh-huh.
energy and the passion
no, no.
coming
It
from these
is.
people.
They are very deep and very rich pictures. Actually, I would like to tell you one thing because they are the pictures which made you.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
you
yeah.
are saying today is are these pictures and are these situations. And I would like to add on here. So whatever you start, when you're starting, and if you feel proud of what you're doing, then and only then the things start moving in and the things start shaping in. It is always like
Had
that. And secondly, as an entrepreneur, when you're starting or at any moment, you should use your resources, whatever resources you have, at the highest potential. That is what exactly is required. So this is what you have done, Gusevak, and this is commendable.
had I not say progressed with time, suppose that till now I own say this factory, I don't feel ashamed in working this factory. This is a thing. ਸਭ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਰੋਟੀ ਖਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਮੀਰ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਦੀ ਰੋਟੀ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਗਰੀਬ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਰੋਟੀ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਕਮਾ ਕੇ ਖਾਣੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਸ਼ਰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਜੇ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ
Yes.
ਮੇਰੀ ਇਸੇ ਲੈਵਲ ਦੀ ਫੈਕਟਰੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਇਫ ਯੂ ਹੈਵ ਦਿਸ ਕਾਈਂਡ ਆਫ ਐਟੀਟਿਊਡ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ द एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप जर्नी चलो जी आगे चलते हैं सर these these
Yes, yes.
these only two pictures I have got for 0 to 5 years then next picture would be around this is the picture of 5 to 10 years so in the left hand side I had a small room for my staff my first staff member was Mr. Kundan Lal sorry he has passed away now and on the right hand side is me with one table and three chairs 2 chairs are for me and my brother, and 1 chair is for customer if somebody happens to visit us. All the furniture in this room has been picked from our house. The computer that we were using, this computer was purchased when my elder sister was doing MTech in computers. So it was lying over here. So all the resources we had to manage like this only. So this is, say, somewhat organized than our first picture when it was from 0 to 5 years. So this is the picture of my factory. This is this picture is from my journey from the year 5 to 10 years. Now at these pictures you can see we have a fleet of conventional machines. My work area is over here is say 4,000 square feet. All conventional machines, milling, lathe, surface grinding, say cylindrical grinding, welding, everything was put in house. So uh, somewhat upgraded or a picture of my factory. And so we graduated. We were giving jigs and fixtures to our customers. Now our customers starts demanding machines to do their specific job. And these are the pictures we made for Sigma Freudenberg Knock Private Limited. And we could give this kind of quality and aesthetics to our customers. These are the pictures of 5 to 10 years. More pictures I'll share with you. These are also the pictures of our 5 to 10. Okay, yes. One good thing happened. You see the picture on right hand side. We used to give these kind of special purpose machines to our customers. One Gora person visited the Sigma Freudenberg Knock, and he saw our machine over there, and he was a little bit impressed. He came with their say production manager to our works, and he visited to see whether we are manufacturing or we are dealers sort of. And when he saw our infrastructure, he gave us one machine to design. That was a modified machine that we had given to Sigma Freudenberg. We delivered that machine, and he gave us order of 8 machines that were to be exported to Italy. And this right hand side picture is a line line of 8 similar machines that we have exported to Italy. So this was the first export order that we got, and this was the biggest order till now that we have fetched. That is fetched by our factory, and they appreciated our machines. They said they are running very good. Now we move to, this is 5 to 10 years pictures going on. So these are all okay. Now is our 10 to 15 year pictures. Now that whole conventional machine setup is being replaced by CNC machines, high precision, very rugged machines. On this right hand side is a BFW Chakra machine. You insert 24 tools, etc. It has got. And the what we call it, the precision and the accuracy of our work is not now dependent upon person. It is dependent upon the capability of a design engineer who has made the CAM models. Whatsoever model he has made, the machine will cut a similar shape. You are not dependent upon your human expertise in machining. So so this is the recent factory photograph of my factory. Yes, this is my picture. Some video was also there. I suppose some it is not picking. Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem. So at the right hand side is a vibration table we had made. This vibration table was a super duper hit of our product. I have sold more than 35 similar vibration tables pan India. And besides that is my picture from by this time we have learned that we should do some marketing also. So the product that we see that it is good, we used to capture it for further, say, catalogs or promotional things. So this one development had uh, made me reach all BIS labs and all separate labs across India. जिन्हें भी ब्यूरो ऑफ इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स लैब हैं, जो कि आपको हर प्रोडक्ट का ISI मार्का देती हैं कि वेदर यू आर कैपेबल ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग this product or not. They are doing testing at our machines. This is a vibration table. This is a vibration table. It is used to check the this portable water bottles from say 50 ml to 20 liters bottles. So it is their one of their tests. So these this vibration table has made my reach across all separate and separate this BIS labs across India. More than 35 installations across India, pan India, and very good product. I am happy with that. So this is the picture of my recent office. Here also we have only one table. You see, only one, only one table, but we have multiple chairs. This
It is
picture
like a
is
conference. It is more like a conference room.
now more people visit us, and now we are planning to have a partitioning because majority of people come to visit Sukhvinder to talk to him, to take advice from him, and I don't want to get distracted so oftenly. So you see what for this slide, I would say everybody wants to reach at this slide at the first moment.
Yes.
We have reached here after working for 15 years. ठीक है, ਅੱਜਕੱਲ ਹੈ ਕਿ everybody wants ਕਿ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰੀਏ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਫੋਟੋ ਇਹੋ ਜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਤੇ ਪਾ ਦਈਏ, YouTube ਤੇ ਪਾ ਦਈਏ ਤੇ ਬੱਲੇ ਬੱਲੇ ਹੋ ਜੇ. Actual picture is of the first slide that I have shown you of 0 to 5 years. ਜੇ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਂਗੇ, ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਭ ਹਵਾਈ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਨੇ. Should we move further, sir?
Yes,
So
sir.
this
Sure.
is yes, so this is, I suppose, I am finished with my factory and everything. Now with time we have graduated and we have understood that we need to do some marketing if we wish to grow, and for that the easiest and the approachable way that we see was to participate in industrial expos. So these are the pictures of our Defense Expo 2022. We had participated in that. Before that also we had participated in this MacTech that happens to be at apna Ludhiana, and you see the first picture. It's a very very good picture. Two friends and classmates on the same table with different roles. On the left hand side is Mr. This Dr. Harry Garg, my classmate. He is uh, a principal scientist at CSIO. He has bought his director and deputy director at my stall that my friend has displayed, and I don't know what we are discussing, but we are discussing something, and beneath this some comments are hiding what picture I wish to show.
Just hold on. Just hold on.
Yes, and on the left and on the right hand side is Mr. Pratik, who is director of DRDO lab. That is responsible for all the ballistic tests. So now we are in a position that it is not common to ignore us, that if we have participated in a defense expo, so director of a DRDO lab is supposed to visit us. So we are not easy to be ignored now. Let's move. And this
Great,
and
great.
this and the left hand side part is also, he was a Punjabi. He was also a very top notch in Indian Navy. But at Gujarat, when we found a say Punjabi person, we made him sit with us and, or have juices and discuss things with us. So at this expo only, we had a partnership with this MS Instruments. This MS Instruments is a UK based company. They are into manufacturing and supplying of ballistic testing equipments, but they are mainly into instrumentation part, that velocity measurement or those mm, say coordinate curtains like sort of thing. So he was our competitor first. He used to be our competitor, but and on two extreme sides are his distributors for South India. He is Mr. Shan, and here is Mr. Chavda. So I don't know, we made him to collaborate with us, or he himself has an intention to collaborate with us. Now we have collaborated with us. He has collaborated with us, and all equipments of MS Instruments would be installed, and AMC would be given through Priority Solutions. So it was a good development at Defense Expo. He also visited there. We had a meeting. So we were cutting each other's costs. So we had a joint venture for India only, that whatsoever he would be selling, he would be selling through us. Hardware part will be giving, software parts, this camera, sensors, all that material he would be sending. Installation will be in our scope, and AMC will be in our scope for mechanical parts. Expertise he will give through online, or if needs, he'll send his engineers also. So this was a good part. आप लेट तो
Great.
नहीं हो रहे?
No, no, Gursewak, this is fantastic. Which you're telling, it is like making your competitor as your collaboration, and the
Yes.
strategic, very strategic partnership, which will actually help you in getting more business as well as having more span, bigger span to work for, and you will get a better team also, because you two teams collaborate with each other and you become a bigger team. So it is in a way a great strategy which you are telling, you are giving to your fellow
Yes, yes.
flightians
Now,
and entrepreneurs and coming future entrepreneurs.
now he invited me to his factory, but I was expecting, if he sponsors a ticket, then I can say yes. On my expenses, on my expense, I won't go. Okay,
ठीक है.
sir. Hanji, hanji. So now we should move. Now I wish to say sum up what exactly I'm doing now. To sum up my activities, so we have three verticals. We summarize our offerings in three domains. The first one is precision machine parts. Precision machine parts, as the name specifies, they are the mechanical components whose drawing and design is being freezed. To earn a money from this section, you have to have a high, say, some big infrastructure, and the profits are low, because you are to install the CNC machines that Lalaji can also do, and then you have a per hour rate. A VMC machine per hour rate is say 450 per hour, and your turning rate is at 250 per hour, or whatsoever. But if you want to have a good earning from this say domain, you have to have a lot number of such CNC machines. Then our second vertical is rubber and plastic mold toolings. My brother Sukhvinder is expert in this. So plastic and rubber molds that we make, or those ejectors, those mm, whether it be transfer molding or injection molding. This For this, your infrastructure requirement is not that high, but your personal interference, personal occupancy is too high, and the profits are good. Now the third domain is special purpose machines, jigs and fixtures, testing rigs, etc. In this third part, customer don't have customer have only one problem with him, कि ये problem है, ਇਹਨੂੰ ठीक करना है. How it is to be done, what will be the design, what will the cycle time, all is in our scope. So
It
in
is like
jigs
a
and
consultancy plus solution.
हाँ टर्न की
Turnkey.
नहीं गल्ला बात कंसल्टेंसी गल्ला बात नहीं वो करके दिखाना है
Actual implementation.
हाँ
Yes.
100 पीस कट के देने हैं so
Right.
over here हाँ so over here the infrastructure requirement is very less, profits are very high, but your intellectual time requirement is also high. Machining time required is less, but you have to think that how this process will be done, what will be the cycle time, and what benefit we can give to our customer so that he is ready to spend this much amount on us. As a thumb rule, we say if we give a saving of we charge as a saving of 6 months from our toolings. 6 महीने ਉਹਦੀ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਬਚਣਗੇ ਥੰਬ ਰੂਲ ਕੇ ਇਹਨੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੰਗ ਲਓ ਜੇ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਅਗਲਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਆਏਗਾ ਅੱਗੇ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਆ
So there are few things before you go ahead, Gursewak. There are few things where Sarita Kumari, Dr. Sarita says, "Sir, is your company open for MOU?" Or she is a professor in one university, MET University. She's also a slight in. And there is one more point. Many universities suggest CU and others can collaborate with you to provide internships and placements. Two questions. There was one more question was coming up. What about funding and all? From where you will get the funds to start the business? So these are the few questions which have come up. So if you want, you can answer immediately so that we can go on.
ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਫੰਡਿੰਗ ਪੁੱਛ ਰਿਹਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਖੋ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੀ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਸਲਾਈਡ ਦੇਖੇ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਤੋਂ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ the rent for that room was 5,000 rupees and upstairs was my office and the rent for my office was 1,500. So you have to have at least 1-2 lakhs you have to save if you wish to start something.
Something. Yes.
बिल्कुल जेबां खाली करके भी मेरे को कुछ है नहीं कहते फिर तो देखो गल नहीं बननी एक मैं मतलब you plan for your 1 year expenses and plan your expenses very very minutely and मैं previous slide ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਹੈ कि if you will plan minutely then you will exhaust your savings or your capital in 6 months and ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਸੋਚੋ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੋਟਾ ਲਗਾ ਲਓ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਕਿਤਾਬ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ 3 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲਣੇ ਮੋਟੀ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਕਿਤਾਬ ਲਾਇਆ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ 3 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਉੱਡ ਜਾਣੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪੈਸੇ so
Right.
financial planning has to be good. When I
about MOU she wants to know.
That can be seen but that has to be say business viable to me also. When I am at this platform I am representing my company, so it has to be financially viable and that has to be a win-win situation. And if your institute is at nearby Tri-City, it would be better to collaborate. If it is far away from Chandigarh, I won't be that comfortable visiting your campus for talking and this is my personal liking and dislikings. So Haleni, let us grow. You wait for 3-4 more years. Now I am after money. Till now I was not after money, but now I am after money. Boldly, ekdam blankly I am telling you, now I won't do any R&D. Now I'll replicate the already developed modules and market that. थोड़ा बहुत चेंज करके वही मार्केट करने हैं ये जे कमेंट थल्ले कर दो भाजी तो थोड़ा मैं देख जाएगा कि अगला की है.
The comment is there. Amazing, Gursewak. We Slightans are very proud of your courage and achievements. Mr. Ram Prakash Bharti.
Thank you. Mr. Bharti is a professor in ISO Roorkee. I have seen his profile sometime. Okay, we'll continue. We'll continue. The time ज़्यादा हो जाएगा.
Only 30 seconds are left, Gursewak ji, to finish the 1 hour.
So, okay, very fast we'll go. What mistakes I have made, and I wish to revert those mistakes. I should have focused more on system building and system building in the sense that we have to. I should have done the work in more documentation. I should have kept. I should have made SOPs and RFQ formats much earlier, which now I'm making. I should have a clear-cut role and responsibilities and deliverables that I expect from my employees, from myself also. I should have written targets of my company. I should have a crystal clear objective of my company's existence. This all I should have made earlier. These things I am doing now. I should have earlier done these things. And now, as I have only one, say, domain or line, that is this ballistic. Had I initiated earlier, I would have made uh, brand in, say, auto sector also, in various sectors. So I should have focused more on a particular thing rather than doing ambiguously so many things simultaneously. So advice which I wish to give to new entrepreneurs, so this would be the word entrepreneur is very much hyped, say, these
These
days.
days.
These days you can be entrepreneur while being in your job also. ਹੁਣ ਉਹਦੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਗੂਗਲ ਸੀਏ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਮਿਲਿਆ, $242 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਸੁੰਦਰ ਪਿਚਾਈ ਨੂੰ। ਇੰਨਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਕਮਾ ਲੈਣਾ, because he is doing his job like an entrepreneur. And if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need not to have an Einstein or Edison. You just see in the market where you can fill the gap. You just have a thorough understanding where I have to fit myself. You have to be clear to yourself, very truthful to yourself. Okay, why would anybody like to have my products or my services? What extra I'm going to give to the people? What good I'm going to do? Am I going to make their life easy, say more enjoyable? I'll reduce the cycle time. Something you should have clear cut. I have expertise in this thing. Then you can think of being starting your entrepreneurship, and you should choose a field that should be similar to what your education is, or what your expertise is, in which field you have done your job. It should be complementary to, say, extension of that, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਜੌਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 2 ਸਾਲ 4 ਸਾਲ 5 ਸਾਲ ਲਾਏ ਹੈ, ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਜੇ ਪੜ੍ਹਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਾਕੀ ਨਾਰਮਲ ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਮਕੈਨੀਕਲ ਇੰਜੀਨੀਅਰਿੰਗ ਬਾਰੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਜੌਬ ਕੀਤੀ 8 ਸਾਲ, 8 ਅਤੇ 5 13 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੀ ਵਰਕਿੰਗ, ਆਈ ਕੈਨ ਨਾਟ, ਮਤਲਬ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵੇਸਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ। ਉਹ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਉਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਐਂਡ ਵਨ ਵੈਰੀ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਥਿੰਗ ਇਜ਼ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੁੱਡ ਚੂਜ਼ ਆਰ ਮੈਂਟਰਸ। ਵੀ ਸ਼ੁੱਡ ਹੈਵ ਅ ਮੈਂਟਰ ਫਸਟ। ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਮੈਂਟਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ। ਐਂਡ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੁੱਡ ਚੂਜ਼ ਆਵਰ ਮੈਂਟਰ ਵਾਈਜ਼ਲੀ। ਆਰ what our say Indian culture is, we have a lot of mentors in our family. We have mentor as a father, as a mother, chacha, taya, mama, pua, masi, vade jijja ji, vada pra. Those people are become our mentors. Those who have not sold a product of 10 rupees, they will give you mentorship in entrepreneurship. ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਵਧਾਨੀ ਰੱਖਣੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਚਾਚੇ ਤਾਏ ਮਾਮੇ ਤੋਂ ਜਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਫੁੱਫੜ ਤੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ mentorship वो तो लेनी है। mentor should be a practitioner and not a preacher. He should be a practitioner। ਉਹਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਆਪ ਧੱਕੇ ਖਾਦੇ ਹੋਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ, ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਮਤਲਬ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਫਾਦਰ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮੈਂਟਰ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਫੀਲਡ ਆਫ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਪਰ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ, if he has not done say business, don't keep him as your mentor। और मैं ਤਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਆਈ ਰੀਅਲੀ ਫੀਲ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਅਕੈਡਮਿਕਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਸੈੱਲ ਖੁੱਲ੍ਹਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਐਂਟਰਪ੍ਰੀਨਿਓਰਸ਼ਿਪ, ਉਹ ਜੋ with say due regards and apologies to the members who are from say same trade, ਉਹ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਤੇ ਡਰਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ। you should have a good idea। ਕੋਈ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਸੇ ਸੁਪਰ ਨੈਚੁਰਲ ਬੰਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਸੁੱਤੇ ਹੈ ਆਈਡੀਆ ਆਏਗਾ, ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹੈ ਇੰਪਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ. So these people say rather scare with their policies and documentation, and uh, we should not go after these benefits and the government say subsidies. I would suggest you choose your path, that I want to do this thing. If those benefits fall into your way, grab those. Otherwise, don't look at them. They will waste your time.
Naveen Malhotra ji say clapping for you and saying so true.
Thank you, Bhaji. Thank you. He is our Jijaji. Eh? Thank you, Bhaji. Thank you. So these are
And
the golden
one
nuggets of
more
present.
guy, Briti Sood says, Baji, tusi great ho, good vibes, keep going,
Thank
best
you.
of luck.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is the last slide, I suppose. No. Okay. This is the second last slide. This is the golden nuggets for fresh entrepreneurs. The first very thing is that if you say that I am not after money, my motive of doing an entrepreneurship is my passion, and I don't want to have money, तब भूल जो ये सारी भी है सोच थोड़ी कबाड़ा है. Money is a blood of your enterprise. If you don't want money, then also you have to be very much vigilant on your cash flow. Your employees, your suppliers, your say, service providers, all are working for you for money only. It's a blood of your enterprise. And uh, make sure that no individual customer of yours is having more than 25% share of your turnover. I had burned my lips with this. I used to give all those fancy machines that you've seen. All those machines I have developed for Sigma Friedrichs Knock. It's a joint venture between, say, Japan and Germany. And I shifted my works near to their factory, and it's in Mohali. Then eventually they decided they want to shift to Chennai. They shifted to Chennai because from there logistic or export was say cheaper. और ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਸੇਲ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੀ ਟਰਨਓਵਰ ਹੈ ਅੱਧੀ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ रहेगी नेक्स्ट फाइनेंशियल ईयर 'ਚ. This my father was warning me. This customer, this particular customer you are having is having a share of more than 70%. It's very risky. It's a very red area, but we were very comfortable with their product line. We had developed that, and it was like replica of somewhat similar machines or toolings. So I have burned my lips, and now and after that we reverted. We pulled ourselves back, and now we are into more into government sector, and we had made a policy that not more than 25% will have a share with individual customers. Then system building we had discussed, and be a lifelong learner. Yes.
And here, Gursewak, I would like to add, it should not be more than even 10%.
Yes.
Not even 25%. It's still high, because if the 25% can be zero next year, so you will come directly 25% down. So it will be a great risk. So it should not be more than 10% as far as my experience is concerned. So you should have more and more customers, and smaller customers are very important, even if they are many. They are very important because they will always give you more money. They will give you a cash flow. They will regularly give you work also. So that is something very important here, being an entrepreneur.
Yes. 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 Be a lifelong learner. You see, at
Yeah.
2-3 years back, I have learned this PLC, HMI, SCADA sort of things. Before that, I have learned this relay logics and how to make say, electrical drawings. I put less time in my learning. I wish that I should devote more time in learning. You have also recommended me 3 books. I have noted those books
Thank you.
in my list, but I have not purchased even a single book. One
So
very
purchase and
important
start reading.
Yes, yes, yes. One very important thing which I have added just now before the beginning of this session is that if you are a small company and you are eyeing a big company, and you wish to enter that company, that you wish to be a supplier of that company, if you will go to the purchase officer of that company. He will visit your factory and say that your scale is very less. You should first grow, and then you should approach us. And the very back door entry door I'm going to tell you is the maintenance department is the back door entry for big companies. ਮੇਨਟੇਨੈਂਸ ਪੀਪਲ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹ ਬੰਦੇ ਠੀਕ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ, ਉਹ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਰੋ ਹੀ ਰਹੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਨਟੇਨੈਂਸ ਡੋਰ ਦੇ ਥਰੂ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਾਓ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਵੈਂਡਰ ਕੋਡ ਖੁੱਲ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਯੂ ਵਿਲ ਰੀਚ ਦ ਕੰਪਨੀ। once you enter the company, make some licensing, and then through maintenance manager approach the production manager. This is the shortest way that you can become a vendor of a big company and start doing business. Rather, I would suggest you should have you should first attain a level of being a vendor of a big company and then you approach. But if you have something special to offer, then maintenance department is the backdoor entry to a big company. And
Gursewak, we are over time.
yes,
It's almost
thanks,
11 minutes.
thank you.
Okay.
And keep challenging yourself. Take your calling with a true intention. Together we are strong, together we will win. Thank you. This
Just
is all
wait.
from my side.
There are
Thank you,
few
Gursewak ji.
comments.
Thank you. Saranu Sat Sri Akal.
Yeah. Just hold on. Sat Sri Akal, the time nahi aaya Ajay. Gaurav Chitwal says success isn't overnight. It's when every day you get a little better than the day before. It all adds up. Yeah, certainly, Chitwal Saab, it is absolutely right. So here, Anup, Vishal, I think. Vishal says, sir, smaller company customers are important, but you have to take care. They can be bad paymasters. No, it's not like that. Smaller doesn't mean a bad paymaster. The bad paymaster is not a customer owner. So we have to be careful. So the people who are smaller but good paymasters. So whosoever is not paying you or not giving you profits is not your customer. They don't consider them customers. Don't take them. A no is very important in business.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything, Raminder, you want to come up with, because we were all mesmerized with Gursewak for almost a year. Yeah.
No, same here. We were like enjoying, and we were learning so much from his experience and regular inputs in terms of to the new people or to the young buddies who wants to go into the entrepreneurship line. So thanks, Gursewak ji. It was really very fun and very knowledgeable session from your real hands-on experience and the feedback you have shared with us. I believe we can get some kind of a high-level notes or here, but whatever you have told us from the ground level and the raw experience and your golden nuggets, I believe that will be really beneficial for us in the future. Thanks a lot.
Raminder, for joining. Till yesterday, I was afraid whether you will join or not. You were not picking my phone. Thanks for being on time. Thank you, Puri Saab.
Thank you,
Chetwal
guys.
Saab. Thank you for initiating. Thank you for joining us again. Thank you for taking so much pains to again build a alumni society stronger.
Yes.
We appreciate your efforts.
Thank you very
Both
much.
efforts.
Thank you guys for coming
ਸਾਡੇ
out.
ਲਈ ਕੋਈ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ।
You are started your seva already as a guest lecturer. You have come in. So I would request all of you to please come up with your expertise and give lectures so that we can share knowledge, we can share experience with others, and people can learn from each other. Thank you guys for joining here. It is a very, very long session this time. We'll take care of this next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.